nations can claim to share a good rapport with two warring sides as India can. 6 weeks after Prime Minister Modi met Russian President Vladimir Putin, he has met the Ukrainian President today, Volodymyr Zelensky. Officially, the agenda on the table was not shared in advance, but the hope and expectation was that a possible breakthrough for a settlement could be achieved. New Delhi, with its diplomatic heft, economic might and an independent foreign policy, is probably best placed to start that process. Of course, a lot needs to be done to get any negotiations going for a possible settlement, but the fact that the process needs to start itself is a very important aspect. First, listen in to what Prime Minister Modi said today in Ukraine after he met the Ukrainian president, and then we talk more on this big story.
भारत हमेशा फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्डर के रूप में सामने आता है। साथियों, भारत बुद्ध की विरासत वाली धरती है। और जब बुद्ध की बात आती है तो जो युद्ध नहीं, शांति पर विश्वास करती है। और इसलिए भारत इस रीजन में भी स्थायी शांति का एक बड़ा पैरोकार है। भारत का मत एकदम साफ है, ये युद्ध का युग नहीं है।
All right, the two visits of the Prime Minister to Russia and Ukraine were 6 weeks apart, but there was a lot of optics and which were completely different between these two visits. During his Moscow visit, Prime Minister Modi paid respects at the tomb of the unknown soldier, but did not visit any memorial for Russian soldiers who lost their lives during this 2.5-year-long conflict. But today, Prime Minister Modi visited the exposition on children at the National Museum of History of Ukraine in Kiev. It was set up in memory of the children who had lost their lives in the conflict. This symbolism is testimony to India's position, which is that it wants this war that has been going on for 2.5 years to end, and India wants that both sides should come together, come on the negotiating table and finalize a settlement to end human misery, to end this conflict's biggest casualties, which are the civilians. Listen in to what External Affairs Minister Jaishankar had to say about this important visit.
There have been a number of public positions taken by India and by the Prime Minister on this subject. A little more than 2 years ago, he had actually publicly said that this is not an era of war. He had also underlined that dialogue and diplomacy are the key. Most recently, he emphasized that the solution will not come out of the battlefield. And obviously, we find the civilian and humanitarian toll of this conflict particularly distressing. It's also India's view that the two sides need to engage each other to find a solution.
Now, prior to the Kursk region incursion by Ukraine, it seemed that Russia was open to a possible settlement to the long-drawn conflict. But that window may have possibly shrunk now. But like any other global conflict, the Russia-Ukraine conflict could also be settled if all stakeholders agree on a consensus. Now, there's UK, US, Germany, France, Russia, Ukraine, which are essentially the main stakeholders for this conflict. And for any negotiation to succeed, besides national security concerns, they all would need to create some good optics for their domestic audiences. Remember, there's also politics involved. And what India can do is start that process. As the largest oil importer of Russian oil, India has enough and more leverage over Moscow. And as a key voice of the global south, it can actually bring Ukraine on the table. That's the role that India can play. Now, specifically in terms of the optics for each of these stakeholders, for US, any settlement will allow Joe Biden to claim victory. so important since the domestic election cycle essentially talks a lot about Putin. It features very prominently the Russian president. For UK, France and Germany, it will mean end of a war that has forced the continent, the entire European continent, to ramp up its defense spends to 19% of their GDP from sub 5%. Look at the expenses they've all incurred. And for Putin, if he manages to retain the Donbass region, that's a huge win. As far as Zelensky is concerned, the Kursk region invasion is essentially his leverage to ensure that Ukraine gets back some of its territory that it has lost in this entire 2.5-year conflict. For India, its role as a facilitator will be its biggest win, cementing its position and role as a leader of the global south, integral to the new world order, where New Delhi does not need to have a P5 membership to be on the high-stakes table. The end of the conflict will allow closer collaboration in setting up joint ventures in defense manufacturing between India and Ukraine. They could work on tank engines, fighter jets manufacturing, as some of the other specific areas.